Sometimes I get real I don't really get disappointed. I don't put my energy into other people as much for me to get but I do. I do get disappointed sometimes, but yeah, I don't invest too much emotional energy into others to for for whatever they do to control me. However, I do sometimes feel some type of way about when people are judging a person's character outside of what they're doing. It's as if they judge another person's character over the things that they do. It's like people can't even accept the good things that a person is actually doing because of their character. As if their character is so perfect. As if their character is the best character in the whole universe. Now, I'm not the one here to tell you that your character isn't cool or good or righteous or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying that everybody has a character to express on this universe. So when you're looking at another person, and maybe if you're taking in information from another person, or maybe if you're communicating with another person, exchanging energy, all the same thing, listen to what they're actually saying without, hear with your third eye, hear with your first eye, hear with the eye that is one with all, and do not hear with the eye that is separating all. There are two different spaces of yourself that you receive information from. You are in an infinite self. You are in yourself that is the all and it hears everything as it is, could possibly be known as your subconscious mind. And you are listening with your analytical mind, where everything you're listening and you're trying to analyze, and you're listening, you're trying to analyze, and you're listening, you're trying to analyze at the same damn time, and you're reacting to your own analyzations while you're listening. So you're not really listening. You can't really fully embrace and hear what is being said during the time of listening. Now, we learned this in school. Your teacher always says, "Shut up and listen." You can't assume what your teacher is about to say next, and you can't assume a trait about you. Just like your teachers in school. When you went to school, it didn't matter if that fucking teacher was a wife beater, children beater, or whatever the fuck outside of that classroom, because in that classroom you were what? You were forced to listen to he or she and learn from he or she, because they got the knowledge to teach you what it is that you need to learn to move forward in your life. Keep it like that whenever you are doing that to anybody. People are so comfortable, and people are so comfortable in the idea of realizing, oh, I can learn anything from anybody, or I can learn from a homeless person or a person on the street. Well, you don't judge that person, on the homeless person on the street, for the character that they necessarily embody when you're listening or having a event with them, or a situation or a present moment with them. Because if you are, yeah, we do judge. We judge because we know how we want to be, so we subconsciously maybe even do that. I can see that. Yeah, sure. But do not let your judgment dictate what it is at the present moment you're receiving. Now, I say this because I'm being 100% real with everybody, and nobody don't have to be this real, because a lot of people aren't really this real because they can't see the light through themselves. And I'm not trying to project on others. I'm really just saying this because this is how I was. This is how I came out of this space of myself. To learn, for learning, to be humble and to learn. Fuck the word humble if you know what the word humble means. I'm saying this to relate to others. To learn. So, I watch a lot of people on YouTube to learn astrology and many other things. And then I see people talking a lot of shit about the people that I'm watching on YouTube. And I will say their names. Nature Boy or Baba G, Young Pharaoh. These are melanated people, so yeah, Ralph Smart. Hey. Look, look at this. I got the juice. Hey, come on, Dylan, come on. Shh, keep quiet, man. So yeah, Young Pharaoh, uh, Nature Boy, or also known as Baba G right now. Who else? Fucking Ralph Smart. Just the myriad of other melanated, or not even just melanated, um, public figures or whatever. Every single one of those people, you will find something about that can give you some information about what they've done in their past, or their personal their personal flaws, if we will, or what they're growing on in their life. And you will feel like, some people will feel like, oh well, if this person is this and this person did that, then I don't need to learn from them, because that's not what I need to learn. I don't need to learn from a person like that. You heard that? I just said that when a person learns about a trait or a characteristic of another person who's teaching, they say, "Oh, I don't need to learn from a person who has these characteristics and traits, because I don't like it." Now you personally have stopped what you are receiving because of what? Because of somebody's flaws. That's what you did. Now I'm not shaming you or whoever it is that is doing this, because we all are entitled to our own opinions that we will learn from in the future. And when I say opinions, we can choose opinions, beliefs, subconscious beliefs, or whatever. We all are entitled to that. And that entitlement can either limit you or make you more limitless. Because one thing we can safely say is that it doesn't matter it doesn't matter about someone, what the fuck they're doing. The knowledge is the knowledge. If I'm telling you that 1 + 1 = 2, and through a different perspective, 1 + 1 could equal 11, it does not matter about my relationship. It does not matter if I'm a good person or a bad person. If what I'm saying is true, then that should stick out to you. Because with your first eye, again, your third eye that you should be connected to as a spiritual being, right? You're not looking for flaws. You're not focusing on the flaws. You're focusing on the information that's going to form a new you internally. Inform. That's what you're here for. You're not here for the drama. That's it. Focus on what you are here for. You can emphasize the other shit and be like, okay, well, at least this has to do with it, because I'm absorbing the energy. That's the only thing I can see. If someone is posting their videos that supposedly, allegedly have knowledge and information, but instead of the knowledge and the information, they're posting about their dramas, that is understandable. You see what I'm saying? Then you're not here to absorb that drama. You're just here for the knowledge. Now it becomes a social problem now. Let's not call it a problem. Let's call it a social situation. It becomes a social situation now when you begin to judge others about absorbing information from a person that you subjectively decided not to absorb information from because of the characteristics and traits, or you're projecting, or maybe even exposing another person about their characteristics and traits that has nothing to do with their purpose. Their purpose could be to enlighten the whole world, but they're not the best person. Look at fucking Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, or whatever they call them. The man was racist, apparently, against melanated people, what we call black people in today's age. But everybody loved him because, I don't know what he did, to be honest with you. I just know he's a figure. And I do my research. Didn't care too much about his flaws, you see. I didn't care too much about the fact that he was so racist. That's just what I heard. But I find it interesting that this person who was racist against melanated people was a spiritual guru? And he was racist? And he was a spiritual guru? People followed him? But he was racist? Against black people? Damn. He helped people. That's what matters. Niggas still look for him. Moral of the story, guys, is you do not judge a person from their flaws. You understand them even more. You say, hey, okay, that's what your flaw, that's what you're here to work on. Hopefully one day you will see it. Now I'm going to continue to learn this knowledge from you, because this knowledge has no problem. This knowledge is no drama. This knowledge is here for me to absorb it. And then after I finish absorbing the knowledge, I will continue on my way and apply this knowledge. And through this application, I will create my own reality. No need to focus on pointing out someone else's flaws, unless somehow you felt that pointing out their flaws was going to help you become a better version of yourself. And that's important, because if we want to go deep on being a better version of yourself, one thing you must understand is who you are. What is self? What is you? Who are you? What are you? Where are you? Is life, or is the perception of self that you've been embodying all these years really what it seems to be? How do you know? When you observe your thoughts, there's a being observing the thought. Sometimes, depending on how deep you go, you can observe the being observing. Ha! That ever happened to you before? So, when we are getting better at this, I see it, I feel it, because I'm bringing it to the forefront. You all have your personal opinions at the end of the day. We all do. So just remember, don't allow the character and traits or flaws of a person to be the same reason you choose not to learn from the person. And the best example is just remember yourself all the time. You probably had learned a deep lesson from a homeless person before. They probably just telling you, don't do this, don't do this. But they asked to sit. You probably had an alcoholic telling you, don't drink, man. Person who smokes cigarettes, they're addicted to it. Yo, don't smoke these cigarettes, man. But them niggas smoking the cigarette, drinking the fucking beer right in front of you, telling you not to do it. But you are still taking that lesson. Like, man, I don't want to end up like that guy. Hey, thank you. I'm taking that in. I'm receiving that. I'm gonna fully embody that. I'm not gonna drink. No, I'm not gonna become an alcoholic. I'm not gonna become addicted to cigarettes. I'm not gonna do that. Even though you're here telling me that right here, and you're doing it for some reason, you can't stop. Even though you're aware of it. Think about it like that all the time. Do not judge a person by their flaws, but listen to what they're actually saying. And with that being said, peace.